that depression is not only being sad, like most people think it is, but I feel like it's also being very, like, not motivated and no appetite and just always feeling really, really down about everything that you do.
I would say unmotivated, struggling to do everyday tasks, maybe not being able to reach out to somebody, not being able to talk, low mood, a bit of anxiety, maybe feeling overwhelmed, maybe with smaller tasks that they actually would find a lot easier but are actually finding much harder. So that might be even maybe getting out of bed, maybe a bit lethargic, and just that unmotivated, I think, feeling and feeling low.
So as a person who've experienced, I don't want to like diagnose myself and say I had depression, but I definitely had some kind of a depression episode in my life, and it was, you know, I woke up in the morning and I just didn't feel like doing anything and I was really unmotivated. And it's not being lazy, it's literally just not wanting to do anything because you just feel like there's no purpose in doing that, and you wake up and you don't want to eat and nothing just makes you really happy anymore. You don't care about how you look, you don't care about if you smell, you don't care about how your hair looks, just nothing. You just wake up and you just have to wake up, so you have to live, and it's the worst thing ever in life that I experienced.
Depression is obviously a clinical diagnosis, and that is obviously a process that you have to go through, but I do think it's actually very similar in that when you actually have depression to actually experiencing it, I think you can have different episodes, you can sometimes feel low, but actually depression as a clinical diagnosis is something that you would have for a lot longer periods.
So the first time I really felt that type of way was when I turned 16, when my dad got diagnosed with liver cancer because of his alcoholism. But he was drinking since ages, since I remember he was always drinking. And when I was 16, when I was 15, I've noticed that he was acting quite strange for a couple of months, and then a week after I turned 16, he told me that he got diagnosed with liver cancer. And that's when that was the first time I felt really down, like I just didn't really feel anything. I just woke up and that was the first thing on my mind. I just didn't know if he's even gonna survive. And for next couple of months, he was just drinking even more, and it was making me so sad. And just not even sad. Sad is not a strong word to describe how I felt back then. I felt depressed, like there was no purpose in life because my dad is my closest person and I've just felt like I'm gonna lose him. And all my friends told me that I'm overreacting, and it really makes you feel like you are overreacting. And I took all the words really seriously to me, so I just felt like I was overreacting, something that I definitely didn't, because it was my dad. Like, it's my dad having cancer, and then he's drinking and my mum's drinking, and there was other family problems. So I just couldn't really, I just didn't feel anything. So it was just all really bad time of my life. And then I got into a relationship with a person who was the most horrible person that I know till this day. He was in a different religion, but he tried converting me to that religion, and at the beginning I didn't want to. I did convert, and I was not happy because he became really controlling, and that's when I felt like I was just all alone again, because I stopped talking to all my friends because he didn't allow me to speak to them. And again, my mum was drinking, and her and my dad's, that's when they first started talking about divorce. So it was all a really stressful part of my life, and I was really scared to leave the whole religion and him, because he would threaten me of really bad stuff, and it was just really horrible time of my life. And the first time I thought about suicide was when my dad got cancer, because I thought that he's not gonna make it, because that's what doctors were saying, that it's spreading. So I didn't really know what to do with myself. So I just wanted to die, basically. And then when I was in a relationship with that person, that's when it also got quite bad, because it was just always controlling. And I know I wasn't the best person back then, but I was still young. So it was only 2 years ago, but it feels like it was ages ago, because I changed so much. Because I didn't know what to do, because I was being threatened that if I'm going to leave, this is going to happen. And then I didn't want to speak to my dad about it, because he already had a lot of problems, like financial problems. And my mum didn't speak to me barely. So I just didn't know who to go to. And I didn't really have real friends back then. And I finally went to therapy for around 6 months. And that's when I first realized that I can be my own person and I don't have to listen to anybody else. And that's when I left everything and I really restarted basically everything. I started being myself and dressing how I always wanted to dress and do my makeup how I wanted to do it. And I started speaking to people I used to be scared to speak to, and I'm really good friends with everyone that I wanted to be friends with before. And I found like the most amazing friends and my amazing boyfriend, and everyone just really helped me go through that horrible phase of my life, and also like just doing what I want to do in life and appreciating every single thing that happens every day. Like I just try and find something to appreciate and be happy about. And it really does help when you start being more positive and start actually appreciating stuff around you. That's what I've noticed, that all the bad things go. So bad people and bad feelings just go, and then you step into this other side of you that's really positive and happy, and that's when all the positive people and happy people that are supposed to be in your life just come, and like you feel more happier and more positive about life. I will definitely say that life doesn't end at whatever age you are. Like when I was 17 or like 16, I just thought that was it. Like a bad thing happened in life, then I have to, just give up. But it doesn't end. Like I'm so happy that any attempt that I had never happened, because honestly, I love my life so much right now, and I feel like you just have to wait for the right moment, and life is not always gonna give you everything you want, but that's kind of the part of everything. It's like a lesson to you. So every bad relationship, every bad friendship, and any situation that's bad, it's a lesson, and you'll appreciate it. Even if it's like 10 years, you'll see how much it helped you. I feel like I've been like progressing even now. Like every day I learn something new about myself and about life and everything else. So it definitely gets better. It does matter if you're feeling down or sad right now, but just believe that life doesn't end now, and in a few years' time you can do the most amazing things you want, and you can really do anything you want. There's nothing stopping you from being you and doing what you want, not listening to people and not listening to the bad side of you. Like just be positive, because at the end of the day we're all gonna die, so might as well just live the best life you can.